Hi, this is Rachel, and I wanted to offer up some suggestions for people who are looking up keeping it 100. And there's some issues that I see with that bother me, and those same issues are, or could be, mistakes that I've made as well. So, the whole point is to help each other get better than ourselves. So I just want to offer up some ideas for keeping it 100 without causing a lot of problems for yourself. Keeping it 100 does not mean you should just say whatever is on the top of your head. That means that you're not thinking. And sometimes when you're not thinking, you could say something that permanently affects that person. Not everybody knows how to let go of a thought. Or, oh my God, like a stranger. Sometimes strangers say stuff to me that changes my stuff. Because nobody else is willing to say it to me. But at the same time, I remember that without the insult. There was no insulting me. Yeah, it was hard to take in, but, and it was hard to have to think about later because I was thinking about it, because it affected me. It was something that I didn't think about myself or think about whatever I was trying to get done. So anyway, people should be very, very cautious about what they're saying. Keeping it 100 does not mean you get in somebody's face. That is not keeping it 100. That is being it could be reckless. It's confrontational, it's threatening, it's hostile. It's aggressive, and it's not gonna give you the best outcome. Not if you're getting in their face just to keep it 100. And I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about from the head shake in their face, to the pointing in their face, to the, getting in their face, or whatever it is. Getting in their face on the phone, or on the internet, or an email. You can still get in people's face with how much you do something in a short amount of time and how you're saying it. And if you use a lot of emojis and stuff, and then all of a sudden you don't got any emojis in that message, they're gonna know, and that could be like, oh my God, this person's getting in my face. This is not how it usually is. They did not give me any emojis. And emojis matter nowadays. So they're really serious. They're in my face. Getting in someone's face to keep it 100, it's harder for the other person or people around you to even want to listen. And then there's a possibility that people might see you as the fool, or you're the one overreacting, or if you're hurting someone's feelings to get a point across, you want to keep it 100, you got to give your insight. You're going to look like the jerk if you send the other person away crying. So unless you're surrounded by a bunch of jerks like you, or a group of people that aren't going to say, hey man, maybe in private or something, hey man, I know you can do better. What happened? Let's talk. Keeping it 100 does not mean you backstab. That's a totally different issue. Backstabbing is you either are backstabbing or you're doing things to trip them up, and you're making a possibility to be backstabbing yourself from that person, or how you're setting them up or backstabbing them could backfire or cause other people who have been on your side or whatever, they're neutral. It could cause them to be like, you know what, as soon as something happens with this person, they're gone. Or as soon as something happens with this person, you know, this is when we're gonna use our ammo. Keeping it 100 does not mean you make a scene. If the government is messing up when and how much you get food stamps, if they're changing the amount of Social Security, if the government's doing something and it's really messing you up, and that's not supposed to be the case, because you're supposed to get that help. When they take away CCD or something, child care something from people, and then they couldn't really afford the sitters because it went from copay to big copay, or they couldn't afford to pay at all, it's not okay to get on TV and get all up in their face and be like, I don't have this right now. You know, I got this large of a family. I got things to do. They're messing me up. That is, you know, like if it was in an inappropriate way or very flamboyant. Keeping it 100 is getting your point across calmly. Even if you have an attitude about it, it's still calmly. And you're selective with your words. So you don't just use any word. You use the words that is what you mean. And you don't use too many things to describe things. So, you know, you don't repeat a lot of words in your conversation. You don't use a lot of cussing. You don't use racial stuff. Don't say, y'all need to go rob the goddamn, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Y'all need to go rob the suburbs because you guys are ruining our hair because you want to raid the stores and we need our hair. And this is something that happened. It's on YouTube. So, you don't go around acting like a fool. Keeping it 100 does not mean you hurt somebody. Like, I'm going to keep it 100, so I'm going to kick your butt. I'm going to keep it 100, so I'm going to smack you. All you're doing is showing the other person that you're unpredictable, you're impulsive, you're aggressive, you're violent, and you could be showing anybody else that. You could end up in jail or prison, which is that's not the best way to learn about yourself, is to sit in a place like that. That's not the best place to keep in contact with people. And keeping it 100 like that, your name gets in the newspaper. Court stuff might be on public record. You know, you're gonna have other costs from whatever happened, or an attorney. Keeping it 100 in court does not mean you are flamboyant about when an attorney or a person is speaking. You don't start grabbing the table and getting all like that, because it doesn't help you. It's being a bad client, or whatever, and, you know, keeping it 100 and saying F you to the judge, or laughing, and whatever you think is 100, whatever you think is okay like that, is only going to hurt you, you know, and it's not showing the best part of you, because everybody has a better part of them. Everybody. I don't care who it is. I mean, they might not have it available to them. They, you know, might not know how to cope with it. So I think being 100 could influence people better. I think being at 100 could help people learn about each other. I think being 100 could change the world if it's done in a way we're not hurting people, we're not acting like a fool, we can be clear, and if we're emotional, we can at least get our point across. So, another important thing to remember is with our children or younger people, it's not keeping it 100 to say whatever you want. You could damage their future, change what their personality's like. It's not okay. You don't do that. Especially when they're in the developmental years or they're hitting puberty. So you don't do that. It's not okay. And if you think back about your childhood, think about the best way. Or at that age, you could be 30 and somebody else is 50. Really at any age for that. So it's disrespectful. If you look back with your children, you can be way better. They can be way better than you. If you get old, you need somebody to help take care of you. They're not going to want to help you. They'll stick you in a nursing home or let you go homeless, because you didn't really keep it 100. You hurt. You cause problems. They are people. They're your little people. They're your mini-me's. And if you want them to grow up and keep it 100, or keep it 100 with you with some respect, then we can be better role models. Because even if things are hard and it seems like it'll never change with your children, they'll have a role model to know what to do. If you don't get exposed to a way of doing something, you won't know that's available, and what you don't know can hurt you. But anyway, I just want everybody to become a better person, and I want everybody to get better than me. And I just wanted to put some suggestions out there, and I really hope that people can look into themselves and find something in them to learn, to get better, and to do this right, so that we can make a difference and we can help the world. Because being 100 is, first of all, most important, the best thing for you. But also, other people, that's second best. So, they're above. And, there's religious information that would say the same thing. So we just need to be careful. So I appreciate you coming to see this video. I know a lot of keeping it 100 is, crazy stuff, like instant karma, whatever. So I just hope that you have a good day, and I gave you some good ideas. Thank you.